Hi, welcome to Between Two Bookshelves. I'm Whitney Ho, and I'm here with Dr. Julie Hurtig. Dr. Hurtig, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Julie Hurtig. I am an ONU alum from back in the days of the 1990s, and I live here in Ada, and I teach professionally in the electrical engineering area.
How long have you been here, at ONU?
Well, because I'm an alum, I came in 1987, so there you go. Now you know my age, but there's apparently a picture of me in the College of Engineering lobby, so you would have figured it out anyways. But so it's almost 30-some years.
Yeah, definitely. That's honestly a long time to be here, but, best place to be, right?
Thanks. So. Yeah, I enjoy it.
So what do you kind of do, outside of ONU? Hobbies, interests?
Sure. I am a very passionate handbell ringer, so I like to play handbells. So I participate with that with Dr. Young in biology occasionally at her church, and then my church has a set of handbells as well. I started handbells here at the university back in my day. And then I am also active with my church and as a treasurer, so that takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, a little bit about me. I'm a really, really big Harry Potter fan.
Uh-oh.
And I have seen all of the movies, read all of the books, been to Universal, and just kind of something that I like to ask a lot of people is, in the movies and the books, they have a Patronus spell, which produces only after, a happy memory. So, if you were able to produce, the happiest memory you could, what would that memory be?
Oh. Recently, the happiest memory is becoming provost. But over the course of my life, it's probably the birth of my two children.
Really? Yeah.
And really my first one, because I had some medical issues with that one, so that was really meaningful for me.
I'm sure, yeah. That's definitely awesome, just bringing new life into the world and everything. So, when did you first feel like an adult? As a college student myself, I'm still kind of hovering on the brink of am I an adult? Am I still a kid? When did you first kind of feel yes, I got it, I did it, I'm doing what I love?
Probably when I went to graduate school and I signed the lease on my name and didn't have my parents co-signing with me. So yeah, it was in graduate school that I would have felt that responsibility that I was doing my own insurance and my own bills, and I was on my own.
So also, if your life was a TV show, what would the opening song for the theme song be?
My life was a TV show. I am not good with songs, so let's see if I have a United Methodist hymn I can name instead. I really don't know what that would be, Whitney.
You could maybe play your own with the bells. That
I
would
can
be
play
awesome.
the piano to that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of make your own little medley of it, and then just have it change for every episode, maybe. So
I just would not think that I have a TV show interest.
So also, can you sort of explain your research related to engineering and tell me a little bit more about that as well?
Sure. When I was doing active research, I was in an area of engineering that's known as control. And control systems are ideas of your thermostat in your home, most basic you can think of. So you have a set point, and then you have mechanical equipment that's trying to achieve the outcome that you've asked for. And so there's a way where you can do some mathematics and predict and help the system to achieve the outcome. So it is what turns on your furnace when it's not hot enough, and it turns it off when it's reached it. Those types of almost an intelligence is what my specialty is. My research was focused on nonlinear areas, so that just means it's more complicated, but frankly that's just what life is. All systems in the world are that way. And I worked in automotive, so anti-lock brakes is my specialty, back in the 1990s before we had anti-lock braking systems.
Right. That's definitely the thermostat stuff. That's definitely needed in this frigid and unpredictable Ohio weather.
But it also works with insulin and all the self-parking systems on automotive. Any of those are all control systems. So.
That's awesome. And then what is something about your work that you really, really enjoy, but not a lot of people know about or kind of brush over?
I don't think the average students know, but hopefully the faculty see me out. I enjoy talking with our faculty and getting to know them, in particular because they're my persons that I work with closely on the campus and with the staff as well. So I'm a very big coordinator of energies and talent, and so I like to be out meeting everybody and getting to know them and their happy songs. I'll have to really work hard on that, Whitney, to figure that one out for you.
Yeah, just a little.
If I'm up to the challenge, you're just going to have to take an IOU.
Definitely, definitely. What is your favorite part just about ONU in general? Like the culture or the people? Or
I like that ONU allows a student to come in and discover themselves in their academic area. And with our great diversity of programs, you can switch majors and still stay on our campus. So I appreciate that. And then as you're here, you also grow as a person. And I just really enjoy seeing and meeting students in their first year and then watching them graduate and come across the stage and, give them the high five or give them a hug after commencement. And that to me is just really special. It is why I came back to Northern after I had graduated. Yes, there's lots of institutions, and they all talk about how they have relationships, but I just really feel ONU's relationships are pure, true, strong between the faculty and staff and then the students and the faculty. So.
Definitely, definitely. Whenever I go out and I'm on vacation or just I'm from Columbus, so I'm just in Columbus, and I ever meet an ONU alum, they always just rave about how much they love it here and how much it's an amazing environment for students and just families and everything. So I definitely see what you're talking about, and I am just so excited to continue my 4 years here because I think this is the best decision that I could have made coming here. And I just kind of have one more final thought for you,
Sure.
which is why ONU? What did you love about being here, and what sort of brought you here that first day when you stepped on campus as a student and a freshman?
I applied to ONU as a math education major. The dean of the College of Engineering at the time stopped on a trip through Pennsylvania to my home in Pittsburgh and met me at a Turnpike Howard Johnson's restaurant. And so I got on the Turnpike and met him there so he wouldn't have to get off. And we had pie. And it's a long story, but he convinced me that engineering was something I should look at. And so that's how I got here. It was this man who just had this vision for me that I had no clue what it was about, and he believed in me. And I think that's why to this day I continue to work here, is that I appreciate how our faculty and staff and our students who help others just really have that passion of let's all be the best we can be. And I really feel ONU can do that for people. So that's what I put my energy into, is making sure ONU continues to hold to that truth. So
that's awesome. Yeah, carrying on the legacy and being able to reach our new generation of students and as they come in and leaving that impact is honestly just so important. And honestly, that's why so many of us are so thankful for you guys as faculty members as well for making our experience the best that it can be. So.
I will be honest, some days we don't all see eye to eye, but I also appreciate the respect that we express our opinions with, and we at the end have to make one decision, but that ability to have that banter as part of higher education. What are your viewpoints? Let's express them, let's hear them, and recognize that we all have contributions to make.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So it was amazing talking to you and getting to know you. I'm so glad I got this opportunity to sit down and talk with you.
Well, I'll have to come out and see you when you're throwing your discus next time.
Definitely, definitely. It might be a little cold,
okay.
But a little muddy.
I think I'm familiar with the tundra. I'll be okay.
Oh, yeah. So, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Between Two Bookshelves. I'm Whitney Ho, and I had a great conversation with Dr. Hurtig, and we'll see you next time.